What's up, guys? I had a dream recently where I was in bed with this woman. No, not we were laying in bed next to each other, cuddling, and we were looking at each other in the eyes. Oh my God, it is raining. We were looking at each other in the eyes we were just looking at each other, and she had the look of, she just had this look in her eyes that I cannot explain. A look in her eyes that just, a look in the eye that I cannot explain at all. And she is a very pretty lady, don't get me wrong. She's a nice, pretty woman, but I was just laying in bed with her and we were looking at each other, and I was just starstruck with how she was looking at me, as in a way of as if it was my wife, for an example, whom I would much love to the day I die. And that look just kind of, I mean, sorry again, but I just think about it every few days, and the dream happened a few months ago, or at least 8 months ago, but I was just amazed by how she looked at me, and she told me not to tell anyone about us because my past 2 relationships I've told a few people about, and they didn't end the greatest. And she was just telling me not to tell anyone, and we were holding hands, just in bed looking at each other, just not saying anything, just looking into each other's soul and just accepting who we both are and the other person. You know, she's an amazing person, so she must have been thinking that I'm an amazing person. And it was kind of just reminiscing, just kind of, it just really, it made me sad to just think about that. I don't know, obviously I sound like a broken record, but man, she was so pretty. She is pretty. She was just looking at me in the eyes, just, man, just that feeling, I cannot escape it, of just being accepted and loved again. And obviously I love myself. I hold my head up high. I'm a good guy. I'm a nice guy. And I was just looking at her and I was like, wow, like this woman is so beautiful. Like how can, wow, like I can't believe I'm like just looking at her and just in bed with her, cuddling with her, and just knowing that I'm fine. It was just, man, that dream just kind of has been stuck in my head, and a dream for it to come true like that would be really nice. But I will have my moments. I know that I will be fine in the end, and that God will put me through the darkest and the greatest battles for myself, as a way of how to improve upon my own being. And it was just kind of like, just wow, like she was just so pretty, and we were just laughing and enjoying the time. You know, she was giggling, I was giggling, I was laughing, she was laughing. And it just, man, a feeling, and, oops, sorry guys, a feeling and a dream that I will never ever forget. Well, at least I'll probably forget down the road, but you know what I mean for the time being. And it was just wow, like, she is so pretty. And I'll never ever see her again. But her telling me to keep it a secret kind of just like, wow. Like, okay, now this is serious now, because this is a serious relationship now. And I was just amazed by that dream. Sorry if I was sounding like a broken record, but it was just kind of, it was just, man, it made me realize that I am missing that feeling of being loved. But I know that I don't need that feeling of being loved to satisfy myself in my life. I mean, sure, I think about it every few days. I'm like, man, I wish I had a girlfriend. But I know that I can't have a girlfriend because I'm busy with myself. I'm doing things, and I like being free. I don't want to feel chained down. Not chained down necessarily, but just I don't want to peek over my shoulder every few seconds, making sure my partner's fine with it or whatever. But don't get me wrong, having a girlfriend would be really nice in my life. You know, she could come over when I'm doing nothing, or I can come over when we're both doing nothing, and it's just that nice feeling of being loved. But I know that I obviously love myself a lot. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of beautiful women. I was thrift shopping a few days ago. Beautiful cashier. I was like, damn, I should have asked for her number. But I don't know. Nowadays, I just look at the menu. I don't really order per se. I recognize that that's a beautiful relic, but I cannot order or I cannot obtain because it's not what I want. I'm only sightseeing, really. I don't know if that's the right word, but I just look at it and I'm like, wow, she's pretty. Oh well. I just move on because I know that I wouldn't want to deal with that, and that I'm just too busy, and I'm not really looking for a relationship as well. I want to just be who I am and enjoy it for a while. Kind of just recollect myself. And sure, it's been over a year and a half since my ex-girlfriend and I have broken up, but I still think about her every few days. I hope she thinks about me, but if not, it's okay. She shouldn't. She broke up with me. But, I mean, that's happening in my life, I guess. I don't know what else to say. I'll see you guys sometime.